This story begins in a classroom. The protagonist of this tale, Hakase, hears his name and looks up. In front of him stands one of his classmates, a girl who always seemed to have bruises and her body covered in bandages. Without a moment's hesitation, she asks him a completely unexpected question. What does it mean to be happy? Hakase, confused by such a sudden question, is left speechless, just like anyone else would be. But before he can answer, she explains that she's heard everyone praising him, saying he's great at teaching anything. So she sincerely hopes he can also teach her what happiness truly is. He, feeling a bit nervous and under pressure, tries to sound confident and gives her an answer, saying that happiness is a state where the heart feels full and satisfied. But she, with a melancholic expression, tells him she doesn't understand. How can she know when her heart is satisfied? She didn't understand it at all. Hakase, somewhat surprised, asks if she at least understood part of it. Trying again, he explains that maybe happiness is when you're at peace, when nothing worries you, or perhaps when you wish a moment could last forever because of how good it makes you feel. Even so, despite his words, she still can't grasp it. Then, without hesitation but with innocent honesty, she says something that strikes our protagonist's pride. It seems there's something you can't teach. Deeply hurt but even more determined, Hakase promises that if he can't explain it with words, then he'll show her through actions what it truly means to be happy. And from that moment on, they begin to spend time together, going to karaoke to have fun, though her face remains serious and distant. Time passes and they start studying together almost every day. Thanks to their joint effort, they manage to get into the university that, coincidentally, they both had longed for. He tries to show her that happiness can also be found in the fruits of one's own effort, but even that doesn't make her feel happy. Time continues to pass and he doesn't give up. They start going out in a different way now, calling those outings dates. Yet even after sharing those moments, she still can't fully understand what happiness is. However, Hakase doesn't give up, and as the days go by, they grow closer, sharing experiences and searching for answers. As expected, after everything they've been through, he ends up falling in love with her. At times, they look like a real couple, going on more intimate dates, but she still doesn't seem convinced of what being happy truly means. As time goes on, they share even more moments, live and discover new things together. He never loses faith and always tries to make her smile, and she, little by little, begins to change in more noticeable ways. Until one day, she laughs while remembering something from the past. Unexpectedly, we now see her wearing a beautiful wedding dress, standing before Hakase, with tears streaming down her face. She thanks him for having taught her what she had been searching for all along. "Thank you for teaching me how to be happy." And the manga ends with a beautiful scene of the two getting married, both of them finally understanding what happiness truly means.